Okay, so episode 3 came out, and basically, I would just call this whole episode like a confession episode because everyone's confessing everything. Okay, so we start out with Poon, who like right away tells No like he wants him, like he literally says, "I want you," like, and it just really tells me like from the beginning that there was something more going on, and we also get to find out that in this episode there was indeed something going on. Right away, we get another attempt at a kiss. I feel like they're gonna keep teasing us over and over again with these kisses, and No stops it because he says, "Hey, you have a girlfriend, you need to figure out that first before we get into anything else." And I love that because normally there's a whole cheating thing going on. It's not like they don't really explicitly say it's cheating in those BLs because the two main boys like each other, and it's never explicitly said that one of the characters have a girlfriend. But this time it's explicitly said that Poon has a girlfriend, and then No wants him to figure out what are you gonna do about that relationship, how things are gonna go on before he even kisses them. And I love that. I love that level of maturity that we have in this BL series, especially when it comes to now we have Aim, where her friend who's the lesbian comes up and said, "Hey, how things are going with you and Poon? I see that you're a little sad." And she's like, "Maybe he's busy." And then she tells her friend about Poon that maybe he's not the right one for me. Maybe I don't love him. And her friend again shows that level of maturity. Like, why are you playing with people's feeling? If why are you with someone that you don't like? Why are you still together? So I love that her friend immediately grounded her on that. And then that kind of lingering stare that they have for each other, the way that Aim says, maybe I like somebody else. I'm wondering if Aim likes her friend who's the lesbian. So I'm wondering if that's where it is. And then, but I love that the friend immediately was just like, don't play with people's feelings. Like, again, shut that down. So again, showing that maturity level. And it's just amazing that with most BLs, especially when they show kids that are so young, like they're portraying like the younger levels versus the college level kids. They're usually like more petty, the more childish, but I love again the level of maturity that they're all showing. Like everyone's like they're standing on business. They're like, "Listen, I'm not gonna be with you while you're with somebody else, and you need to figure out what you want before we even get together." And I love that. I love that Yuri, Aim's friend, who's also No's girlfriend, or at least they haven't said she's his girlfriend, but I think she thinks she is his girlfriend, just like in the last Lovesick series. But she also says the same thing, like, "Hey, what's going on?" And No immediately shut it down. Normally, like they would say, "Oh, you need to talk to him and see what's going on and give the girls a runaround." But No was just like, "No, he was sick and he just didn't go to school. Like, just that's all that's going on. Nothing else is happening." Which No can honestly say it with a true self because No can be like, "Hey, I didn't kiss him. I didn't do nothing to even jeopardize that kind of relationship." But you could see how No feels hurt because again, it's mentioned that how Poon and how Aim are like such a perfect couple. And we see that when No and Poon go to like their little mini date where they go for a drive to the market and go and, hang out to have food and sing and do whatever, you can see again those random fangirls. Like, I don't get where they're coming from, but those random fangirls came in and say, "Oh, yeah, we follow him on social media because we know how Poon and Aim are such a perfect couple." And then you can see how they're both hurt by that. So I don't know if that's a real thing. Maybe it is in Thailand where random people, if you get big enough on Instagram or TikTok and people get to know who you are, they follow you and do these things. But that's the first that we actually see them like coming up to you like that. Normally they have them in the BL series, but they're usually based on the schools. Like they're popular in schools, so the schools are like the students are like, it's this person, whatever from school. With this whole episode, again, I just love how mature everyone is, and I love how they declared their love for each other. Like it's an official declaration. Hey, I like you. I think you're cute. This is what's going on. And I wonder where it's gonna go next. Cause now that they fully establish, that they like each other and they want to be in each other's lives, but then at the end of the episode, they just separate. And then No talks about, how love hurts and everything like that, because they're not acknowledging being together. So I'm wondering if No is gonna wait until maybe Poon breaks up with AIM officially for them to get together. Again, they're speeding things up a lot faster in this 2024 version versus the 2014 version, because in the 2014 version we didn't get a confession between the two that they like fully admitted that they like each other until way later on in the series. But with this one, they're like right away they're declaring their love for each other, but then they completely go their separate ways. So I'm wondering what's gonna happen next with that. Like, how the whole thing is gonna evolve. Are they gonna focus on maybe trying to get them together while they get rid of their of each other's girlfriends? You know, are they gonna break up? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, how quickly are we gonna see that this relationship, like between Poon and Noah, how quickly are the relationship gonna go? So that's something I'm looking forward to, especially with the way it ended, the way like Noah is so mature about the whole thing, saying that love hurts, but you know, he has these happy memories, which was so sweet. I'm looking forward to episode 4. I'm looking forward to seeing, now they introduced a new couple. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but Om and Mick were the next couple. So I'm interested to see how that's gonna go, even though Noah was like, hey, this person already has dibs on Mick, which was Film, I think, right? Film already has dibs on Mick. It's only a matter of time before we see that Om and Mick actually get together. So spoiler alert there. But I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait till episode 4. I love how this is progressing, even though it's progressing faster than the last series. I know we keep comparing the two, but you know, it is a remake. But I am looking forward to seeing episode 4 and seeing where this goes from there, especially now that they both confess that they like each other. And we have this whole thing with AIM and, you know, her also confessing that maybe she doesn't like Poon, maybe she is not in love with him, and seeing how she takes it from there. Will she be the one that breaks up with him first versus him breaking up with her? Like, that's gonna be a whole thing. Like, who's gonna break up with who now? So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll see you guys in the next one when episode 4 comes out. Peace.